Okay, if you think Frisco is just suburbs, I need you to pause this and reframe your brain for a second, because what's happening right here inside Fields is not normal suburban growth. This is the kind of development pattern you usually only see when a city is being designed to become a destination. And today I'm going to take you into the preserve, Frisco's guarded, gated, luxury pocket that is literally being built in the shadow of the PGA ecosystem and right near the future of the gravity of Fields West. And I'm not doing fluffy, ooh, it's so pretty content. I'm breaking down what this neighborhood is, who it's for, what it costs, and what the builders are doing here, what the schools are, and why buying in the right part of this story can have massive financial impact over the next decade. I will also take you into two of the actual model homes that are unbelievable in design and both actively for sale. And stay with me until the end, because I'm going to give you my real talk on who should buy here and who absolutely should not buy here. And I'm also going to show you how people are positioning themselves around the next wave of Frisco's value creation. Before we go any further, the preserve isn't a subdivision. It's a curated luxury enclave inside Fields. Phase 1 alone was announced as 233 homes built by 10 luxury builders. And that matters because when you have a controlled builder roster and a strong architectural standard, it creates consistency. It creates a brand. It actually creates a resale story later. That's why certain neighborhoods hold value differently. It's not just the house, it's the rules, the environment, the neighbor profile, and the future around it. I'm gonna do drone clips throughout the whole video that I personally am gonna go get of the preserve, because they are building homes in there already and they're looking fantastic. But I kind of wanted to show you guys on the map where the preserve is compared to everything else in the Fields. And remember, this whole thing is the Fields. So you can see the outline, and it does this all the way here, and then right through here. So 25 acres of farmland, Mr. Fields was the owner, was bought and developed. You've got the PGA right here, 2 championship courses. This is the preserve. So the preserve is this whole thing. And then this part's not open yet. They haven't released those lots. So when I talk about the preserve, we're only talking about this part so far, all right? There are 233 lots. I would say about half of them have been sold already, and there's a lot of houses being already, what is that, vertical? Yes, not horizontal. Nobody wants a horizontal house. But I kind of wanted to break it down. All of these lots that are facing the golf course have beautiful views. But what's cool about what they did to the preserve and how this farmland was just topography-wise hilly, they kept that in the preserve and they kind of built it up a little bit more. So even these houses here in the middle have the most spectacular view, and they're really big lots. You have everything from like 6,800 square feet of land all the way up to 20,000 square feet. So you could go from 1/4 of an acre all the way up to an acre or just a smidge more than an acre. So you're looking at houses that are, 6,000 square feet all the way up to 20,000 square feet. There are lots in the preserve that are literally $10 and $12 million for the land. And then you, of course, you custom build with the 10 builders that I'm identifying in this video. And every single one of them were handpicked by the developer. In fact, I've been told that when they open up this side, they're going to allow builders to kind of throw their hat in the ring to see if they get picked for that next phase. Because what they don't want in the Fields is for everything to look the same. You go into those cookie cutter home subdivisions and it's like, I went into one the other day and it's in Frisco, and I was driving down the road and I was like, how in the world am I going to differentiate one house from the other? It's just me. In my opinion, I don't like it when they all look the same. If that's what you love, then more power to you. Go buy a house that looks exactly like your neighbor. I'm not going to judge you. but I like cookie cutter. So that's the coolest thing about the builders that they're picking and the rules. There's lots of rules to building here in Fields. And I just like it because it means that it's not gonna be like every other neighborhood out there. But again, the preserve, it's luxury like we haven't seen before. Like everybody knows that Highland Park is kind of the Beverly Hills of Dallas. But what they're saying and what they're projecting the Fields to, I mean, the preserve to be, and I keep pointing this way because again, I can literally see the preserve from here. The value of these homes and the amount of money being put into and the celebrities that have already bought land and are building in there is just gonna make the preserve one of the most epic subdivisions, they're saying, in the nation. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but they're touting that it's going to be that kind of elite luxury lifestyle, kind of like the rich and famous. I'm gonna take us over there with a drone because it's the easiest way to show y'all, but look at the builders I'm presenting through this entire video. Look them up. They all have amazing backgrounds, amazing houses they've built all over Dallas-Fort Worth. They have been vetted unbelievably well. But I wanted to give you guys a picture of where the preserve is. It will be completely gated. You will have your own private gates, not every house, but there are private gates inside the preserve that you'll be able to walk onto the PGA. There is a trail all the way around the PGA and you can walk, bike, golf cart. And then of course you're gonna be right close to Fields West. It's literally right there. This is Fields West, this is Universal, and this is the Dallas North Tollway. But equity-wise, I know I've touted it over and over and over, but once this is vertical, all of these homes and all of that equity is going to skyrocket. It just will. This is unlike anything that the mayor actually said it's unlike anything he's seen before, because we've seen kind of that urban suburban mix where you've got some coffee shops and maybe a couple of restaurants. This is gargantuan. This is a $2 billion project, just this square. It's actually a rectangle, but the living, the luxury living, the shopping, the dining, the outdoor amphitheater, the lake system here, it's gonna be far greater than anything we've developed so far. At least I don't know anything else in the nation that is this luxury subdivision here, fully developed, compared to being able to walk to a fully urban area that's of this luxury magnitude. So it's very special. There's just not a lot out there like it. Now let's talk about why people are paying attention. The preserve sits in the Fields ecosystem, and the Fields includes the PGA oriented destination energy plus what's coming at Fields West. Fields West is described as a 55-acre urban village within Fields, which is 2,500-acre master plan community. It's where I live. So if you're trying to picture the future, don't picture one more shopping center. Picture a lifestyle event, shopping, dining, office, upscale, urban living, and an actual district. And here's why I'm saying this matters financially. When a district like that, a destination like that gains traction, the ripple effect hits the premium neighborhoods first, because the buyers who want proximity without density start paying for that buffer. You're gonna hear comparisons thrown around. One Fields page literally references a comparison in quality to Highland Park while pointing out major differentiators like the trail system here. Now let me translate that in real language. No one is saying Frisco is becoming Dallas. What they're saying is this is prestige positioning itself. This is trophy neighborhood intent, and prestige intent matters because it attracts a certain buyer class, and that buyer class behaves differently in downturns. They don't panic sell the same way. They renovate, they hold, and they buy again. Okay, so before we get to updates on Fields West, let me show you the incredible walkthrough of one of the most beautiful custom builds by Starside. Lisa, my partner agent, and I are gonna walk you through one of the prettiest custom builds I've personally ever seen. It's this one that we're in. We will also introduce you to 10 exclusive builders that were handpicked to build in this first phase. So get your wine glass ready and let's start the touring. Okay, so we're here at Starside. They're a custom builder, and we kind of just wanted to talk to you guys about the preserve in general, because it has gotten so much press lately, and it's simply because it's so exclusive and so elite. So Lisa, tell me what your thoughts are on the preserve.
I think that this place is amazing. So I love that it has a close proximity to PGA, to Fields West. It's also going to be the only this exclusive with walkability to those things. So it'll be, you can just stay right in your neighborhood, then walk where you want to go.
Yes, I mean, I've already told you guys that Fields West is a $2 billion development, and we're literally going to be able to walk over there. And so I think it's really hard to find exclusiveness that the preserve is offering that's still walkable to an urban development like Fields West. So you're gonna get the best of private exclusive suburbia and walk across the street to high-end amazing Fields West. They've got Mastro's, Steakhouse, they have La La Land, they have an outdoor amphitheater for live concerts, they have a Ritz-Carlton. There's so much that they're offering that this community is going to have direct access to, but still have private. And I just think that it's the best of both worlds. So we're going to walk through and talk about how amazing this house is. All right, so let's start at the front door. So I wanted to show you guys how the entry is. It's unbelievable. So you can see the Austin stone. I'm not sure I would have ever have thought to put stone in my entry, but the way they've done it and the wood trim is just stunning in this entry. And then you walk into the office, which is all paneled and beautiful with the electronic shades for privacy. And for the ceiling windows, you can even work on your golf swing. But, oh, and here's a little map that is the first phase of the preserve. So this is Fields Parkway, and you come in, and then these are the highest point of the elevation. And some of these lots, guys, they're like acre and a half. So it's just really cool. And then you can see the golf course all the way around it, the PGA golf course. So you're gonna have access to be able to watch some of the biggest tournaments that the PGA hosts, all because you live in the preserve. So that's kind of cool. We're gonna go into that that bedroom in a second, because they're using it as an office. I wanted to show you this bathroom. It's pretty unreal. I mean, that is marble on the floor. And then look at this. This is marble going up, and it goes all the way up to the top of the ceiling. And then you've got this just fantastic. One thing that I love is detail. Lisa, do you love detail?
I do love detail. I really love this area over here.
Okay, tell us about it.
Right by the front door, where they have this little alcove that's just all glass. I mean, what a great little reading area, place to sit and have coffee. It's such a great area.
Yes, and Lynn, that does all the sales here, said that he would put a little water feature under there.
Yeah. Or what a great place to put a Christmas tree.
Ooh, oh my goodness, Christmas tree there, Christmas tree there, Christmas tree down there. There's so many places for you to have multiple Christmas trees. And the glass, look at the glass way up there. We're gonna go upstairs and you'll be able to see it better, but you're never gonna want for natural lighting in this house. And then we've got the dining room that kind of is an inset, and it's beautiful as well. And then as we walk, sorry, my shoes are really loud today. You're gonna come into just this beautiful open living. And look at all the glass to go outside to this amazing kitchen. I feel like houses are repeats. You know, there's a lot of white walls. We have finally come out of the gray.
Thank God.
Everybody was doing everything gray. But I think this house is so ideal for me because I like moody colors and I like textures and not just plain walls. And if you'll notice, I don't know if you guys can notice, but if you get real close to the wall, it's pretty much a level 5 wall, which means it's flat. In Texas, what do we have? We have texture. We have texture because our foundations move and because of the extreme heat, and then level 5 walls are harder. And it really takes almost an artist at texture to make it look this even. And so that's why it goes into custom homes, because it's really expensive, but it's beautiful. And I think you see it a lot in other states. Like I've seen it a lot in California.
Yeah.
Just because I don't think that their foundations move quite as much as ours, so it's kind of a normal thing. It is not normal here. I would say orange peel or knockdown texture is the most normal, if you even know what those two are. Now I'm talking real estate terms to you guys. But yeah, this kitchen, and I want to show you a couple of things about the kitchen. First of all, I love how they implemented the wood vent-to-hood and just the appliances. You've got the wine thing over there, and then of course your entire dry bar over here for entertaining. And then look at this. That's the fridge. I love it when it blends in. Oh gosh, that was hard to open. So I just love those details. And the Sub-Zero, the double wolf oven. You've got your easy pantry out here. I call it an easy pantry because it's within distance for you just to grab. But look back here. So you have your second kitchen, prep kitchen, whatever you want to call it, dirty kitchen, all the things. And this is all your storage for your pantry. And then you've got your unhoned granite microwave. And this is so nice because so many people don't want their microwaves to show anymore. But I want to draw attention to this, the wall. What does that look like to you guys? Because to me, I thought it was wallpaper. But it's not, guys. It's tile. Look at that. Look at the grout lines. I mean, you can't even tell. They've lined it up so perfectly. It looks hand painted. In fact, I want to do this in my house. But it is stunning the way that they have done this. And then you've got, your trash bin. You've got your dishwasher. All the things that you would need to have your second kitchen. So, I don't know. What do you think about having a secondary kitchen?
I would love a secondary kitchen. I would like somebody else to cook in my secondary kitchen.
Oh, maybe you should ask if a chef comes with the house.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right, moving into the primary bedroom. First of all, I'm always going to love wood beams because it just brings warmth to the room. And this is a really well-sized room. I mean, obviously that is a king bed with nightstands, and you just still have so much room. And I love the floors in this bathroom. You've got the floating vanities with the lights underneath, but look at this. Look at how that slopes. It's just, I don't know, the concepts that they have incorporated into this is just beautiful. And it's floor to ceiling tile. You've got your walk-in shower. And then back here, with all the natural lighting, you have your own vanity to put on makeup. And then you've got the other side with your other vanity, still the same, wallpaper all the way up. And then it's got this cute little light right there. And then of course your soaking tub. This is something I really wanted to point out. This right here is the washer and dryer that does the wash cycle and it dries. So you only have to have one back here. And this technology has come really far. I think the beginning ones, when they first came out with them, it took them forever to dry, but they have gotten so much better. And so they thought of that. And then they have a hanger so you can dry things if you need to. And then of course, the amazing closet. And then look up there, you see all that? That's wallpaper on the ceiling. What a great touch, what a great design touch. And all the light in your closet, floor to ceiling. I love stuff like this. So great, soft clothes and everything. everything. So I'm pretty sure that my clothes would be super happy being in here. Okay, so I want to show you guys the living room, all right? It's beautiful, but I also want to point out, do you see all those pillows on the floor, on the ground? It's simply because the wind is so high today that I can't even get those. I've already put them back up once. And that's Texas. We have high winds, and I'm not even sure why. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys the living room. Okay, so what I love is the floor to ceiling windows. So you have lots of natural light, and then of course your whole wall of sliders. And so there's two things out here. It's wrought iron, and you see the little shrubs. So those are obviously gonna grow up, but because this is custom, if privacy is your thing, then you get the builder to put in shrubs and trees that are already grown. That is something you get to choose, and it really helps with that privacy off the bat. Otherwise, if you don't care, you can let it grow up over time, or you may like having the view. So you can look at all of those things. Because this is completely custom, you get to pick everything. And it's a really fun process. With Starside, things that I think they do well, and I bet you Lisa would agree with me, is they've got great customer service. Their build out is obscenely good. Yep. And I would say their attention to detail.
Oh, everything, yes. This attention to detail is insane.
It is.
I mean, just look over there in the dining.
Let's look. What are you pointing out?
They have a plug in case you wanted to put a TV up here, or if you had, yeah.
It's like, where's Waldo?
I mean, it's textured wallpaper. Mm-hmm. I mean,
yeah, it's beautiful. And so we're going to take you upstairs. You're never going to regret building with Starside because of how well they take care of their clients. And that's just really something that they're known for, and obviously for making really great homes. But let's go upstairs. One thing I want to point out, we're upstairs now, is these windows, all you see is sky, and it's so pretty. Think of the sunsets that you're going to see out these windows. It's just undeniably pretty. But I wanted to show y'all the overview and the stairs that have all the lights. This up here, it starts with the first room, set up as offices, but look at the windows and just the natural light. And then every bedroom in here has a private ensuite. And I almost feel like when you get to this level of custom build, that you really need private ensuites for all the bedrooms. So I believe this one has ensuites for every bedroom and then 2 half baths. So just for you to know that. Excuse me. All right, going down this hallway. Oh, and this is meant for an elevator. It's a linen closet, but just know that if somebody ever wanted to put an elevator in, that is why this door is the size that it is. And this is a really cool bathroom. Let me point some stuff out. They were gonna do a little wall there, and instead they took it up a notch and did the slats, which I think bringing more texture in. The tile over there, let me get you closer. It's got the divots in it, and it's really pretty. And then of course, you've got the sink and the really cool mirror. So the designer of this just did a really great job of not making it normal. I think that is such a great appeal to a designer. And then of course they made this into the workout room. You could do anything. It could be a craft room. It could be a present wrapping room. It could be your shoe room. It could be anything you want it to be, right?
Yes, shoes for sure.
Shoes for sure. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay, this is what they consider their media room. And it's a large size. And then that over there is just storage. More storage. And remember, because you're custom building, you can make as much storage as you want. But it's really nice to have this much storage that's air conditioned when you just pull the door to. It can also be a space where maybe one of your kids wants a little hideout area, or they want to play video games in there, and you don't want that all over the house. And so there's some really fun, creative things you could do with that space as well. All right, then we have the upstairs utility area. So you can have your washer and dryer up here so that all the clothes stay up here and they don't have to come downstairs. Lots of natural light. And then more storage for anything you need to eat. So this is another ensuite bathroom, and I love it because, again, these walls look like they're linen, but it's tile. And so it's still a really great bathroom. It can be an ensuite for somebody that doesn't need to step over. You just go right in. You know, maybe a parent that doesn't want to take a huge step getting into, you know, a step over or a bathtub shower. And then the bedroom, which is also set up as an office. I have this chair. All right, we're still going. Let's go to this last bedroom. This is a mini primary, and so it's bigger than the others. It's got great windows. And again, if you have a parent that can't come up the stairs, you can opt for that elevator. But it's a huge room. You can see there's a whole conference table. And then look at this bathroom because it's so cool. Oh my goodness. They even put cranberry on the cabinets. I just think they did such a great job. So it is bigger. And again, you can step right in. You don't have to step over anything. So it just makes for a really great bathroom. Well, that is Starside. And remember that they can build you anything that you want. This style doesn't have to be your style. If you want to build Mediterranean, if you want to build hill country, the developer is the one that chose all the different styles that can be in this neighborhood. So you can look at all the styles and then build your custom home, complete custom from the ground up. I would say it's a 18 to 24 month build process. And a lot of the questions we get is how does the financing and all of that work? In the preserve, you buy your lot, okay, first. You purchase it, you close on it, it's yours. Then you get a construction loan, and the builder, I guess the first 3 to 6 months is design with an architect. I think there's 12 architects that they've picked to help with all the houses, and you work with that architect, and then they start to build it, and then I would say the build process is about a year after all those details are done, which is why they're saying it's 18 to 24 months, you know, from the time you buy until the time you move in. All right, Lisa, what are your final thoughts on Starside?
I say we go sign and we move in.
I think so too.
Let's be roommates.
Okay. Let's talk builders, because in a neighborhood like this, the builder list is part of the value. Phase 1 includes 10 North Texas luxury builders. Alfred Homes. Alfred builds really clean, high-end homes that feel modern but still really timeless. They're not trendy in a way that you'll regret it later. Their process is pretty structured, which most buyers actually appreciate because it keeps things moving and avoids chaos. If you want something elevated, beautiful, and just done right without overcomplicating the process, they're a really solid option. Then you have Coats Home. Coats is for the buyer who does not want a basic build. This is design forward, statement level building. They'll push your vision in a good way and bring ideas to the table that you probably wouldn't have thought of. If you want your home to feel different from everyone else's and you're okay with investing to get there, they're a great fit. Then there's Starside builders. Starside feels a lot more boutique and personal compared to some of the bigger builders. you're going to feel taken care of. And they really focus on making the home feel warm and livable and not just impressive. They've got great customer service. If you want the hands-on experience where you're not just another project, they are a great choice. We also have Bella Custom Homes. Bella is a very high-touch, very luxury, and very detail-oriented throughout the entire process. They build in some of the most high-end areas, and it shows in the level of finish and overall execution. If you want kind of a true custom experience where everything feels elevated and intentional, they do a really good job of that. Endurance Homes. Endurance is more about clean execution and getting it done right without a ton of drama. Their homes lean modern and transitional, and the process tends to feel more efficient than chaotic. So if you're someone who wants a luxury home but also values a smoother, more predictable build, they're definitely worth looking at. Faulkner Perrin is design driven, but in a more refined, understated way. Their homes feel elevated without trying too hard. So just really well thought out and executed. If you want something custom that feels timeless and polished, then they're going to be a really strong option. Hawkins Wellwood has been around forever, and there's a reason. They're consistent. They lean more traditional and their process is more structured, which honestly makes things easier for most buyers. If you don't want to reinvent the wheel and just want a beautiful, well-built home with a proven builder, then they're a really safe bet. We also have Shattuck Custom. Shattuck kind of sits in the middle. They have the systems of a bigger builder, but still offer a custom feel. The process is more streamlined, so you're not constantly guessing what's next. If you want customization, but also want some structure and predictability, they balance really, really well. Now we have Sharif and Munir. Sharif and Munir is true luxury, like estate level statement homes. They go big on architecture, detail, and overall presence, so these homes feel impressive literally the second you pull up. If you're building at a higher price point and want something that really stands out, this is where they actually really shine. Then Ventura Custom Homes, one of my favorites. Ventura does a really good job of building luxury with actual livability. It's so well thought out. Their homes feel high-end, but also functional for real day-to-day life, not just for show. If you want a custom home that looks incredible but still works for how you actually live, they are a great option. Okay, now I'm going to walk you through the vibe, because luxury isn't just price point, it's feeling. The Preserve is built to feel like separation, gated, guarded, controlled entry, a calmer visual rhythm. And when you're close to major destination energy, the psychology value of that separation goes up. And if you're relocating, here's the thing, people don't just move for square footage. They move for a feeling of, I've made it. And this neighborhood is designed to deliver that. In luxury communities, amenities aren't just perks, they're social infrastructure. Listings tied to the Preserve describe community features like gated and guarded, fitness trails, parks, pickleball, sidewalks, and more. So here's what you're really buying. You're buying into the long-term maintenance of a standard that is being set right now. Now, schools. The schools that are zoned to the Preserve are Minette Elementary, Wilkinson's Middle, and Panther Creek High School, which is also obviously Frisco ISD. But I always tell people verify directly with the district because boundaries can shift, especially in growth corridors. And of course, there's private school in Frisco as well. So before I tell you who should buy in the Preserve and who should not, let me show you my walkthrough of the amazing Coats home model that is also currently for sale. It's stunning. Okay, so here we go. I wanted to show you guys how amazing these doors are. I love the arch. Okay, so let's go inside. The wind is crazy today. It's always crazy here. Okay, so first of all, I want to show you this. I love the light up in the entry, and I love how the fireplace goes through to the living room. And you've got this stairwell, and then you've got this little hidden door that goes to a bunch of storage under the stairs, which is always nice to have. All right, so then we're gonna go right into the office. Love the windows. I love the built-ins and the coffered ceilings. So these are white oak real wood floors. And then you've got pocket doors. I feel like pocket doors are kind of a lost art, but it saves so much space and you don't realize it until you have pocket doors. But gosh, and these are real fully wooden doors. They're not hollow. And so you're gonna get that type of detail with a luxury builder. Okay, I wanted to show you guys this little bathroom. Yes, the toilet seats up, which it shouldn't be, but this is beautiful and just eclectic and beautifully designed. I love the window. I love that the sink's over here and it gives you plenty of space to walk in. So, and that the light is offset. These walls, I know you probably can't tell. I'm gonna get close here, but this is Roman clay. So as I'm totally giving you guys crooked video, but this is Roman clay and it's throughout the entire entrance. It's a high-end look, almost like Venetian plaster, but way higher end than that, and it's stunning. All right, so we go into the living room. This is a little bit closer to your neighbor, this particular lot, but that's why they've put the trees out there. They'll grow up and give you all the privacy, but look at this. Holy moly. Glass walls are amazing, and they are wired for the automatic shades. So you have a great entertainment space, and then you have a breakfast area over here if that's what you would like. This is a bench, but it's not built in, so it doesn't have to stay. This is a spec house, by the way. This house is available. They wanted to go ahead and start building so that people can kind of see the quality, and if somebody needed to purchase immediately, they wanted to have that available. And then you've got the dual Sub-Zeros, which is really great if you want a LaCroix. And then you've got the Wolf appliances with your Vinahood. Great little island. You've got the garbage cans there and then your dishwasher. What I love is when they have all of the appliances, but they're all built in and they match. It's just a really high-end look. And then you have your prep kitchen. So you've got a sink in here, you've got your additional tiny dishwasher, your additional trash, and then look, you've got your a second oven and a microwave, plus all kinds of pantry space. And I love this. Let's just go and talk about this. You've got the pull-out drawers, which is so much more efficient than just having shelves because it's hard to reach back into a shelf. And they've got electrical as well, which is always nice to have. You can put your toaster or whatever you want in there, your blender, but you've got a great amount of space in here. And these counters are Taj Mahal quartzite, so they are stunning as well. Okay, so love the transition here and how unique these floors are. You have another additional half bath with wallpaper. I love the transition here from the terracotta to the wall. They have the border. It's not just wooden baseboards, but it's cute tile and it matches the tile up here. And then you have your laundry mudroom with all kinds of storage, washer and dryer units. You have your sink and more storage here. And then this isn't the only way out into the backyard, but we're gonna show you real quick. So you do have your privacy fence, which is nice. You have plenty of space for pets or kiddos. And then you have your outdoor fireplace. You have this plumbed for an outdoor kitchen, and it's just beautiful. And one cool thing is they have the outdoor heaters for the winter. And what I would do is put the screen in, like I talked to you guys about a lot, have the screen, the automatic screens that come down, and then you can completely open this up in the fall and the spring. and have that indoor-outdoor fresh air living, which is really great. It's too hot to do it in the summers. It's too cold to do it in January and February, but all the other times it makes for a really great outdoor, indoor living. All right, now we're going to go to the primary bedroom. And it's beautiful too. It's private and has so many windows. I love that. And you have your own fireplace inside the primary. And then you have your soaking tub. You have your vanity for getting ready for makeup. And then you have his and hers vanities. And this is marble. It's beautiful. Then you have your built-ins. You have your shower, which is just, you know, super sleek in and out. And then of course, your custom closet, which is beautiful. I love having windows in closets. You don't see it very often, and when you do, it's really pretty because it's got natural lights. Oh, and more pocket doors. All right, let's go upstairs. Okay, this is a really, really great upstairs. I do wish that they had staged it because I think it's easier to see. But here you have a game room, and over here you also have a bedroom bathroom. So it's kind of set off to itself. It's got a great little view, but it's got its own ensuite bathroom. Huge walk-in closet. Oh, I like this. That's easy for kiddos if they want to take a bath, or you have automatic for the shower. It's really pretty. This is really pretty too. Just the design choices are super unique and non-cookie cutter. Everybody knows how I feel about cookie cutter homes and that I'm not a fan. I realize they're out there, but it's nice when you get one that's not. And of course, more pocket doors. All right, so you still have really great space. Here's another bedroom, built-in desk. And this bathroom goes through. You do have your walk-in closet there. This is really pretty, but it does go through into the next entertainment room. And this is kind of just a wide open space. So you could probably your TV watching room. And then there is a secondary laundry upstairs, which is always nice to have. Then you've got your next bedroom up here with its own bathroom. I'll try to stay out of any mirrors. It's really pretty, all of these walk-in showers. And then the last bedroom with its own shower and unique countertops. You notice none of them look the same, which is amazing. So you do have the one tub, and then the rest are the step-in showers, which is really nice to have. I think everyone should always have at least one tub because of resale and fitting your family needs. But other than that, I just really wanted to show you guys the beauty of Coats. They will fully customize a home for you. And what's great about these custom builders is you do get to sit down with an architect and you can literally build your dream home. And so most builders are never gonna tell you no, they're just gonna tell you how much. Okay, who should buy in the preserve? If you're the buyer who wants guarded, gated privacy, prestige positioning, proximity to future lifestyle districts, and a neighborhood that feels like a statement, then you should definitely take a look. You should not buy if you want affordability, casual HOA norms, older trees and historic charm, or you don't like paying for curated standards. Let's be very honest, no one can guarantee appreciation, but what you can do is look at how value typically behaves when a luxury enclave is created, the land is limited, the area keeps attracting destination-grade development, and the surrounding districts becomes a lifestyle magnet, which Fields West does. It's the largest luxury suburban-urban mix in the nation. It's going to be impressive. This is how premium adjacency becomes long-term pricing power. And if you buy in the right place in that story, especially before everything is fully built out, you're not just buying a house, you're buying a position. If you're relocating and you want me to map this out for your exact lifestyle, meaning do you want gated luxury? Do you want walkability? Do you want new construction? Do you want great schools? Do you want a commute? Then reach out. Call or text, I'm always available.